Everyone thinks astrology has nothing to do with the Bible and that it's actually evil, but it is all throughout the Bible. And I made this PowerPoint a couple of years ago when I first started reading the Bible, and I thought that we were in the middle of the Great Tribulation, a great wonder in heaven. Um, in Revelation chapter 12, verses 1 and 2, it says, "Then a great and mysterious sight appeared in the sky, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars, and she being with child, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered." This specific um, constellation with the wandering stars in Leo has only appeared once in the last 7,000 years. Virgo is the woman in the sky, clothed with the sun. So the sun is shining on her, and it appears as if she's clothed with the sun, with the moon at her feet. I don't know if you can see it there. This is from Stellarium, the app Stellarium. And at the crown of 12 stars. Now, the constellation Leo is made up of 9 stars, but at the time, there were 3 wandering stars, planets, in Leo. So she had a crown of 12 stars at her head. This exact constellation has only appeared once in 7,000 years, and it was on September 23rd of 2017. And I and a lot of people thought this was the beginning of the tribulation. Today, we are coming upon the 7 year mark of this happening in the sky. And today, I don't think we were in the tribulation. I think we were in the 7 years of the pre tribulation, where things have certainly heated up. We are definitely being tested, but I think the great tribulation is upon us any day now. And maybe it's going to start in September of this year, 7 years after this sign, or maybe it's going to start in November with the election. Maybe there won't even be an election. Who knows? But in the Bible, it says that the stars and the heavens are for signs and seasons from God. So these are signs and seasons. Astrology is biblical, it is very biblical. And the passage that comes right after this is, "Then there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. And his tail drew a third part of the stars of heaven, and cast them to earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to devour her child as soon as it was born." And at the time, I thought that that was the constellation Serpens, which is right under Virgo's feet. And it is a snake. And the book of Revelation was originally written in Greek. If you look up the definition of dragon in Greek, it is a snake. And I had written here that I personally thought the rapture of the church was going to be around this date. Um, will the stars fall from heaven after the rapture as Satan is cast down to earth? This gives new meaning to the saying, as above, so below. What happens here on earth takes place in the heavens for signs to us. And here's a little bit more about that constellation, the dragon. "And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horn 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy." Now, I personally always thought that this was the NATO alliance. "And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion." And this was actually a statue that was right outside of the stock exchange, I think it was, on Wall Street. And then they took it down. "And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And I saw one of the heads, as it were, wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast." That only makes me think there's only one person that all the world is wondering after, day in and day out. "And they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake like a dragon. That means that he is going to act like he is the Christ, but he will be smooth talking and slick, and he will actually be the dragon. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell upon therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doth great wonders. Oh my God, it just dawned on me. Maybe the second beast is Biden, because he looks like a lamb, and he was given his power by the first beast. Oh wow, okay, it just dawned on me. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. That could be Elon too, because of his rockets. He makes fire come down from heaven on the earth in sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying them to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by the sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Oh, I did right in there. Elon Musk could play a role in this. The mark, I do think Elon has a play in the mark. And that no man might buy or sell that he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of the man, and his number is 666. It's Revelation 13. And this technology is already here. Every government is developing CBDCs. Some Aldi and Whole Foods are already cashless. And Whole Foods has a scanner right now where you can pay with your palm. That technology is here already. So I wrote here, this is coming in the next 2 years. This is already going on. If you look for the videos, you could see the video of some people paying in Whole Foods with their hands. And I do go to Whole Foods every now and again. They have it right there at every register where you can pay with your hand. You just put your palm over the scanner. At the time, I thought this was the timeline and that we would be gone by now. This I had taken from a video that I saw on YouTube, and whew, it's a really good video. It's Countdown to the Rapture Date. Will you be left behind from God's roadmap to the end? If you want to go watch it, I can't show you this whole PowerPoint, otherwise we would go well over the 10-minute mark. But I do go into the four horsemen in here, which I will do another video on. I go into the story of Jonah and the X that was made over our country with the oh my God, the word is slipping my mind. This is a Bible verse about the last days, and I'll end with this. Remember that there will be difficult times in the last days. People will be selfish, greedy, boastful, and conceited. They will be insulting and disobedient to their parents, ungrateful and irreligious. They will be unkind, merciless, slanderers, violent, and fierce. They will hate the good. They will be treacherous, reckless, and swollen with pride. They will love pleasure rather than God. They will hold to the outward form of our religion, but reject its real power. Stay away from these people. Some of them go into people's houses and gain control over weak women who are burdened by their guilt of their sins and driven by all kinds of desires. Women who are always trying to learn, but who can never come to the truth. That is totally social media. As Janes and Jambres were opposed to Moses, so also these people are opposed to the truth. Jesus is known as the truth, the way, and the life. He is the truth. So if you are believing everything the news is telling you without seeking out truth for yourself, you are not written in the Lamb's Book of Life. So start looking for the truth. The news, I don't care which channel you're watching, is not giving you the truth. The truth is in this book right here. Go and search it out for yourself, guys. We don't have a lot of time. The real great tribulation is upon us any moment. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.